Hello everyone, I'm Digvijay and we are a group of 5 students and we are presenting our environmental science mini project called as Digital Platform to Assist Swechhandi Organization. So before diving into actual project, let me give you an overview of what Swechhandi Organization is all about. So about 6 months ago, we friends we started to blog obviously at the morning and we started to showcase what we do in the morning. So that's how people started to catch the stuff about what we are doing and started to join us. So that's how we came up with this idea of switch in the organization where the people actually go to blogging and start collecting waste that can be recycled like glass bottles, plastic bottles, and anything that can be recycled. So obviously we started to share photos and videos on social media, and it was surprising that so many people got inspired and joined us. So at that point we found that it is important for us to showcase what we do so that we'll get more and more response from people. So that's why we came up with this idea about digital platform to assist switch in the organization, where we not only showcase what we do, but we also try to assist switch in the organization with the help of few handy features. So let's dive into actual project. To reach Swechhandi organization, you need to open any of your favorite internet browser and you need to type swechhandi.herukoapp.com and you will be able to visit the official website of Swechhandi Satara.
Now I'm going to tell you about front-end designing. So front-end designing is done by me and all the information that is written in the designing is collected by Ramkrishna and Rutuja. So let's start with some of the basic information of our designing. So this is a navigation bar. It consists the logo of Swechhandi and their name with some of the other pages links that are about donate, plans and contact us. Next is the carousel. Carousel means these sliding images. These are some of the images of Swechhandi organization with their main motto, that is reduce, reuse and recycle. Next are the cards. These cards tells the information of drives that are done every Sunday, including all the information and about their all the drives is not possible. So I have included some of the information of their drives with their place, time and date. Next is the about section. This section tells that what is the organization is about. So it is connected to the about button. So if we click on about, then we directly go to here. So this is about information. This tells the general information of the organization, that is how many waste is recycled, how many eco bricks are made. So total 639 waste is recycled, 10 eco bricks are made. There are 65 volunteers till date and 16 drives are done. And volunteers are getting increased and drives are done at every Sunday, so it is also getting increased. It also, this section also tells some of the information of the organization, what their beliefs are and what they thought. So this section ask and tell that they are doing vlogging drives every Sunday. So if anybody want to join the organization, then they can just click yes. So organization gets some idea that how many people are interested to join. So if anybody or if any visitor want to join, wish to join, then they can uh, vote here. So organization get some of the information. Next is the contact us. So if anybody want to contact the organization for suggesting anything or telling anything or giving any feedback, so then by just filling some of the information and their message, they can directly contact to the official organization. And if any volunteer, any visitor want to explore more about this Swechhandi organization, then they can just click on this icon, so they will get to the Instagram and Facebook pages. So I have included Instagram and Facebook pages links of the organization. So these are the some basic information. Next is technical information. So for making this website, I have take some help of the Bootstrap. So navigation bar, then browser, that is sliding images, and these cards I have taken from the Bootstrap. And all the styling is done by CSS. So I will show you the code. This is HTML code which consists Bootstrap link, that is it will link to the Bootstrap, and other links of some style sheet, that is CSS and JS, some um, font links, and this is the HTML code. This is code of the navigation bar. This is code of browser that I have taken from the Bootstrap and I have edited it in my way. And these are the code of the cards, which is also I taken from the Bootstrap and edited by my way. And next code is done by me, and this is the style sheet which tells whichever the style is given to the HTML page is written in this style sheet. And this is the JS, means JavaScript. So all the animation that is included in the website is written over here. So animation like these headings and the counter is written in this JavaScript file. And also I would like to tell you that this website is fully responsive, so if we see it in other device then it will looks good like this. So if we can access the website through mobile or any other devices, then we will get the better view, good view. So that's all about the front end designing.
Okay, now let's see how maps work. So to get to maps, you need to go to plans. In plan, you can directly go to maps by clicking this button, map. So when we click map, it takes a little bit time to load the map. And now you're at the page and you can basically go to any location you want on this planet Earth, obviously. So we'll go to Satara, and the map is highly precise, so you can even see the roads, no problem there. Now here in this section you can basically get the different tools to scribble. So the point creates the point like this. Just you need to just click it like this, so it creates point. Also you can create lines like this. If you double click it, it will get out of that tool, obviously. And then again we can create polygon. Again we can just click it and double click to get out of the tool. Double click, yes. And now we have circle. We can also draw circle. We again have one extra feature. We can draw with our free hand when we hold shift button. First we need to select line, then hold shift, and we are able to draw with our free hand. So we expect that this will help us to plan our plugs. We can basically mark the areas, and we can tell the new members how to get to the place, and we can also tell the members to how to which are the areas where we are going to gather and all the stuffs. After we are done scribbling, we can download this map, this cross section of this map, by clicking this download png. When we click on it, it will get directly downloaded in your device, and you can open it. As you can see, I have scribbled it on map, and we have it downloaded in our laptop, and I can share it anywhere I want. I can share it to my friends, to my obviously colleagues, and to the new people that are going to be joining us at certain places. We can show the ways to them. Also we can point out the areas where we are going to plot, so that will help. To create this map, we have used open source map system called as OpenLayers. As you can see on the screen, OpenLayers is an open source map system. which you can use to create projects just like we have done. With the help of the documentation, you'll be able to add features in it. You'll be able to code how you'll get to know how to code and add features in OpenLayers. So let's get to our code. As you can see on the screen, this is basically the all the backend code of our map. So as you can see here, we have imported the libraries called as OL and the subclasses of that library as ol.css, interaction, draw, map, view, OL source, and layer. So all these things provide us with the the codes behind that map system. Since it is open source, we can modify those things, and that's what we have done here. So with the help of documentation, we are able to add these features like drawing circle, drawing lines, drawing with free hands, and all of these have been done through reading documentations uh, about how to do it. And so to get the more information, you need to check the documentation of OpenLayers on their official website. We have also created a payment gateway with the help of Razorpay API. So when you click on donate, you'll get to a page where you can basically pay to the Swechhandi organization. Now I'll demonstrate how to pay. So I will do a dummy payment here. So I'll just fill out my information and I'll enter the amount, let's say 100 rupees, and I'll just hit pay. When I hit pay, it will ask me for the method by which I want to pay. So since it is dummy, the amount won't be actually uh, carried out from my account. So I'll just select Geo Money. Yeah, so let's just say success. So our dummy payment has succeeded, and to check if it is succeeded, also the payer will also receive the receipt of paying. So I'll just refresh my Gmail and you'll see that I have got the receipt. This is the previous, obviously, the payment, and this is the current payment that we have done here. You can also get the PDF. So yeah, so that's how the payment gateway works.
So I will be giving the demonstration for the chat room. So to go to the chat room, we'll be going through there through plans. So on clicking plans, we'll be coming to this login page, which would be taking us inside the room. To enter inside the room, we would be adding the username and then we'll choosing the discussion rooms. So we have three discussion rooms: events, brainstorm, and interaction room. So the events rooms are made for planning the events, ends, and organizing drives. Here they would be coming together, discussing about the events and planning through the maps and deciding the location where they would be meeting and having their drives. If later we have brainstorm, a room brainstorm room is basically created so that people who are actually having unique ideas can come together and think about on their ideas and how they can execute them, and make plans on how they can make a better change in the future. Then we have an interaction room. Interaction room is just made for fun, where the person will be coming for relaxation. They will be interacting on casual talks and having in a relaxation time. So I'll be entering here on events. So I'll be coming as a user Sherlin, and I'll be entering the room. So before entering, I will say that we even have provided a link for home and map here. So for home will be, if we click here, we'll be directly going to the home page. So now I'll be entering the room. So after entering the room, we can see that we have entered the discussion room, events, and
it's displayed here, we can see the users. So to make the demonstration much more interactive, I will show you one more. Now I'll be here with Rutuja, and I'll be entering the room. So here I've entered the room, and on the when Rutuja enters, you can see that the server has a user Sherlin in it, and we have also got the welcome bot here. So she'll be putting a hi, so you can see that Rutuja had entered the hi. And as a Sherlin as a user can see that Rutuja has joined the chat and also seen the user area. And so now if I put a hi, then you can see the which user put reply. Um, so this is really interactive. Like, um, where should we organize next event? So yeah, you can see it's scrollable, and even when the enter uh, at street 11, so you can see it went there. And we have even scrollable chat here, so the chat won't be going anywhere. We can come back to the previous chat, scroll up and come to it. It's basically a real-time chat application made using Node.js, and for the front end I have HTML and CSS. So for that piece I will show you the code. So the in the a starting index page, we had index.html file, and it has all the styling for it and the components which you can see on the screen. Then we have chat.html file which has all the interaction, what's in on the front end by the user is all designed on this HTML. And we have used the Cloudflare Ajax library here and socket IO. Then we have into the main.js, and that's the main file. So we have the server.js file, which it contains all the backend work and the functioning, that when the user enters, what should be the reaction of the bot, and when user is connected, when the user is sending in the message, and the user info, everything is functioned in the server.js code. To support that, we have message.js, which will be giving the users in the room information, and user.js, which will be giving the user message.js will be giving us the information when the message is sent, the username and the time. And the user.js will be technically giving us the users in the room, and the other person entered, left, the user will get modified. Then we have the styles file, which will be contains all the styling for the components. So this was the coding or technical part for the website we saw. And from here we can now go to the home page. So from the home page I will now show you the contact us. So in contact us, we have actually integrated an API of form sphere, which help us to collect the form. So now I would be entering an email and a name, and I uh, want to visit Swechhandi the organization. And from message, I want to visit Swechhandi Organizations. Please uh, tell me the working hours. So I will be submitting this. So when it's submitted, you can see the response. Thanks, that it shows that it has been successfully submitted. So from the FormSphere API, it's connected to the email ID. So here I can see I got a form where I will be getting the email ID of the person who sent us, contact us, and then the name, and they wanna the message they want to deliver. So from here I can contact back to that person and tell the working hours. So to do this, we actually added the code in the home.html file, which had where we integrated the HomeSphere API in it and made the response code for it. Then we had the home.js file where we give the response. For this response, the ajax function was used, and where if the response was successful, it was sending the mail to directly to the given at mail ID of the home form sphere, or if it's a failure, then it would be showing a error here. So if we facing an error, like I have not entered anything and I'm submitting it, so you can see there is like, oops, there was a problem. It shows the error like you have not entered, so it's showing an error. So to do this one, we have no integrated, and we had to take the code from here for the integrating part. So that's how we did the contact us backend.
So integrating all these features in one single project was the most challenging part of this project. So to carry out this integration, we have used GitHub and GitHub repository. You can visit our repository at this URL, github.com/guruevolution/swechhandi, and you'll be able to see the code and how we have integrated all these things in one project. To host this website, we have used Heroku hosting service, which is free for some amount of data storage. Sorry, and as you can see here, we have hosted this Swechhandi app on Heroku, which is made in Node.js. And to host the maps, I have used this netlify.com because there was some problem in Heroku. It was not able to host it correctly, so we had to use different hosting service, which is Netlify in this case. So that's how we were able to integrate all these things with the help of GitHub, Heroku, and this Netlify.